Hey, it's Lana from the Breathing Space, and I'm here with another edition of Modified, Not Missing. So I'd like to use this short video to give you an alternative to practicing Bakasana, whether it's the regular version of Bakasana in a vinyasa practice, or the two versions that we see in the Ashtanga intermediate series practice. You have one right after the other. Let's say you're working with a wrist injury, or you've got a shoulder thing going on, balancing on your arms not quite working, there's something going on with your elbow, or you're trying to build more awareness in the core of your body, then this is a great alternative. If there's a reason why you can't balance on your hands, then this is a nice alternative. If you can, you should. This also helps you learn the patterning of Bakasana position as well, so you can do it as a preparation before you take the posture. Okay, so this version requires you to lay on your back. All right, so go ahead and just lay straight down. So in this version, let's say we're taking the Ashtanga practice and doing our second series practice, then there's certain vinyasas that get us in and out of the posture. So I'll just show you how I get in for the A version. This is the traditional one where you're just standing on your feet and you have your hands on the floor and then you lift up into the posture. And this is generally what you do in vinyasa classes as well. So you're going to start in this position with your legs towards the ceiling and also your arms towards the ceiling. Draw your belly back towards the floor. And so there is the kind of hollowing of the space above your pubic bone, and press your arms nice and strong. Okay. From this position, bend your knees actively, draw your knees wide, and then curl your lower back off the floor, bringing your knees towards your upper arms. You're going to squeeze your knees in and push your arms out. So you make a good connection there. And then I also lift my upper body. If that first position is pretty strong, then you can stay there. And if you can lift, you lift. Good, and you stay and breathe. Good. And then you would come down. I extend my legs back up to the ceiling. Good, and then to come out, I lower my arms and I lower my legs. And then I would take my vinyasas out of the posture. So I would just roll forwards. If you can roll backwards, you could roll backwards. Okay, so that's an alternative. Then in the Ashtanga practice, we also have the B version, which requires you to jump from downward facing dog into the posture. So my alternative version to this way of doing it is to begin on the ground. And so I was in downward dog, and then I sat, and then I exhale all the way onto my back with my arms over my head. I take a nice big breath in. So normally you go into the posture on an inhale, and I exhale. At the base of my exhale, I'm gonna brace a little bit in my lower belly and already start to lift my legs. And then I'll use my inhalation to complete the posture. Right, so I'll just breathe. And then I just dynamically move myself back into the version that I just took. Breathing and talking in this posture and breathing is a little bit difficult. Good. Good. And then to come out, I exit the same way. So legs up, arms up, legs down. And I use my inhale to exit the posture. So those are the alternatives that I use to do that posture. So maybe I'm just going to turn my head towards the camera and show you the positioning of my legs. So I think a good key pattern that you need in the arm balance is not just this movement in. Yeah, so I need to be able to move my legs in, but I also want to make this contact. So I'm moving in and I'm squeezing in with my legs. And I'm also pushing out a little bit with my arms before I lift. So there really is like a pushing out and a squeezing in. So I stabilize everything in that dynamic hold. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me. I hope that's helpful for some of you. If you have questions, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.